when we are in vertex form, remember the h value is the x value for the vertex, right? So remember when you have like x minus 3 in parentheses squared, that 3 is where your vertex would go for your parabola. So what's happening is that h is in charge of a horizontal translation. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write that in here. This is a horizontal translation. And that works if you're adding h or if you're subtracting h. These are both horizontal translations. Remember, that means it's just a slide. Now the difference between adding h or subtracting h is the direction in which you slide. So if you are adding h, you are going to go to the left. And if you are subtracting h, you are going to go to the right. And that feels a little bit backwards, doesn't it? Now the reason for this is because the h value is the value being subtracted from x. Okay, so because there's that negative that is inside of the negative that's inside of the equation as is, that's what causes this kind of flip in directionality. So here is my parent function of a parabola. So let's start with the example of y equals x plus 4 squared. Now remember, that's the same thing as x minus negative 4 here inside the parentheses. Okay, and so that negative 4 being my h value is what is causing this to come 4 to the left. So my new parabola, okay, is just as wide as it was. It's not like flipped or anything, but it has been slid 4 units to the left. And that's because when you subtract a negative 4, or when you add 4, they're the same, that h becomes a negative 4. So then if I look at, for example, the equation y equals x minus 5 squared, what value is being subtracted from x? Well, 5 is. So this is why I will slide 5 units to the right for this one. Okay, so that h is all in charge of left and right slides.